Okay, what's up, guys? Today we'll be reacting to Kayn the Shadow Reaper voice lines by League of Legends, and I finished like Arcane like a year ago, 2 years, three maybe. When the year it got released, I watched it and I finished it, and I thought it was better than butter on bread, boy. I thought it was better. It was the freshest thing since toilet paper. That's what I thought. And I can't wait for Arcane Season 2. I know there are trailers for Arcane Season 2, and I haven't seen them, of course, but I am planning on watching them at some point, maybe. I don't usually watch trailers for things, so yeah. I might watch them just for content, really. Not that I really care to watch them. I do like to have a certain level of just ignorance when going into a series. Sometimes it depends though. Depends. But a lot of the time, if it's like a series and it has a sequence of events that I can follow, and you have to watch it in a certain order. I like to have order to how I watch things, so that everything clicks together and it makes sense as I go along. But we're not on about that right now. I am curious about the world of League of Legends, and I am planning on reacting to every champion's voice lines. I just wanna see the kind of philosophies that are in the world of League of Legends, and the kinds of characters and the kinds of people, because a few years ago maybe they said that they might be exploring other regions in future iterations of Arcane. So I want to see what these other regions entail and the kind of people that can be found there. I've seen a cinematic or two from League of Legends, and they look pretty dope. The latest cinematics. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's basically it. Let's get into this. Kayn the Shadow Reaper. Man's looks cool as hell. Has a nice little scythe, bro. There are two beings behind him. Interesting.
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
Will you prove worthy?
Probably not.
The child is gone. The killer will remain.
I will survive eternity. They will die today.
The blood of the fallen will anoint me the new master.
Everyone does look better in red.
Lives will be taken, and the real plan revealed.
Killing is the plan. Let me show you.
The true assassin kills one to save many.
Such noble lies. Save no one. It's so liberating. Rage inside me will not be contained.
The spade does not dictate the architect's vision.
Cast off the yoke of Zed's order.
It is the order that will break you, Rust.
There is fear in your grip and doubt in your heart.
I have no heart. That you should fear.
The undoing draws near.
Yes.
So far, from what I'm hearing, these two they're not diametrically opposed. They they, they have a certain level of apathy. Whereas the deeper voice, the scythe, I'm guessing in this case, whereas the scythe seems, by the way, if you're questioning why I like the video before even watching the full video, that's just what I do. I just like videos. I just go, did. Before I even watch the shit, I just poop. And if I really don't disagree with a video by the end, and if I remember to take away the like, then I'll just leave you without a like. But I won't leave a dislike, so I'll just leave. But ignoring that, so far, it seems like one kills because they are talking about killing. They're talking about quite a lot of killing. It seems like one of them wants to kill out of necessity. They don't want to kill unnecessarily, to an extent, at least. And the other one's just like, nah, let's sow chaos. Let's rampage. Let's go berserk. We will murder the man. We will murder man, women, and children. Nobody will escape our wrath. Let us simply indulge ourselves in blind fury and rage and bloodlust and such. And that's the scythe, I'm guessing. That is an interesting thing. That his line, the line that he just said. He said, "I, I sense fear in your hearts, and what did he say? Doubts in your hearts and fear in your grip, or something like that." And he's like, "I have no heart. That is something you should fear." That is very interesting. That is a telling. That is very telling. It seems his apathetic nature comes from a life of how do I say this? A life of a hard life. A hard life. Let me say that. It comes from a hard life, a very rough upbringing. So he's a bit more cynical as a character, it seems, and he believes. It seems for now that the Scythe believes strength makes right, might makes right, right? And he's like, that can be true. However, I don't want that to necessarily be the case. Not that he's fighting against that thought. I think he is on board with it to some extent, but I also think to some extent he's like, because of his own upbringing, he's like, yes, might does make right to some extent, but there is also variation.
Yours. I was born into a nation of despair, and I alone am the remedy. I have chosen you. You will serve me. I have mastered every weapon of war. No prattling tool will prove an exception. Whom should I obey? Master Zed or the farm implement with delusions of grandeur? Underestimate me at your peril. Kill the body, kill the mind.
The rage is in your hands. Let it loose. Their screams thrill me. Zed's order shackles you. I offer freedom. You are not worthy of the power you hold. This is the part I like best. The anticipation. No, it's the killing. Such an obsequious pupil. I will be your new master. Target is strong. I am a weapon, not some accessory. Neither time nor violence will end me.
What does Rost mean, anyway?
Obey.
That is
I learned from a young
hard
age to
line.
embrace the shadows.
Darkness is a start,
I let you go, and you will die.
and you will lose.
I am the weapon. You are a tool.
Lies soothe the mind, don't they?
I do like their little back and forth. I like how they're snapping at each other in a sense. One is like, you can't do this without me. The other's like, you can't do this without me. If you let me go, you die. If you let me go, you lose. Both of them have something to gain by sticking together. But it seems they are also limited by sticking together because they're opposed in how they approach the killing. One kills when there is a purpose, the other kills for the fun of it. One mostly kills for when there is a purpose. It sounds like he does also kill just for the fun of it sometimes, but it seems like one mostly kills when there is a purpose and the other just wants to kill for fun. So they limit one another in a sense, but they also need one another in a sense, and I like that. That can drive a story forward. It can be a great thing when it comes to character development, right? Because as much as they want to get rid of each other, they need each other, and their relationship is very interesting. Or so I think, honestly. I like how he said, "I am the weapon, you are the tool," and he's like, "Lies soothe the mind, don't they?" And I find that is quite interesting. That means he has a distinction between weapons and tools, and he's like, "I am the weapon." Because of his upbringing and his mastery of various tools, like he said in the beginning, no prattling tool will be an exception. I've mastered many weapons of war, no prattling tool will be an exception. He clearly he's grown up fighting, and maybe he's been in a few wars or something like that. He's fought in wars or a war or something. If there's a war in freaking wherever he is, that is very interesting. He distinguishes things. He's like, I am the weapon because obviously he masters tools of war and destruction and death, and he's like, you are the tool. You are the thing that I use to reap my vengeance or to reap lives or things like that. So that is quite interesting to me. Usually, when people who have time to distinguish things, words, to give them meaning, to look between the lines when it comes to how they phrase things, usually those people, yes, they are articulate, but also what's interesting about them is that they won't really use words if they don't if those words don't encapsulate what they actually mean. And if they do, it's usually for a lack of any other word that they can use at their disposal that would convey the same meaning quite so accurately as what they're trying to, well, portray. So that is very interesting. Let's keep it moving.
What will be the final lesson?
Give in, and I will show you. I am no toy, Kayn.
You possess the hubris of a more fearsome weapon.
There is much darkness around you, in you.
That is my armor.
Tell me, was it desperation that led you to me?
Audacity.
I see your nightmares. Do they trouble you?
Not nightmares. Plans.
I have waited eons to bathe this realm in blood.
Talk. You'll do nothing without me.
Ionians, are they all as confident as you?
There is no one like me. Wait by the river long enough, and the enemy dead will float by.
Oh yeah, let's turn this river red. Oh, how I miss the smell of blood in the water.
Today you will be reminded. Their screams will echo in this place.
Stain this fetid swamp with their blood.
There are 1,000 ways to kill you in this moment. I'm planning the right one. This will be quick, but still painful.
I was forged to destroy, and you are in my way. I will take that pitiful existence you call a life from you.
I can see 12 ways to kill you. Correction. 13. It's 13. I'm holding a sentient weapon of doom, denied blood for eons.
Sorry?
You think I'm scared of you?
I find
That is very interesting, actually. Like I said, he seems more, well, now it's not necessarily that he seems more principled when it comes to killing, or I mean, to some extent, I think he is rather a bit more, he's certainly more principled than the Scythe when it comes to killing. The Scythe seems to purely believe in might makes right, and he just wants to sow chaos and reap lives. Like he said, I am a weapon. Like Kayn said, and he said in a sense, what he said was, I am a weapon of destruction or whatever. And Kayn even did at some point he reinforced that point and said, I am holding a weapon of destruction that has been kept thirsty for blood for like eons or years at a time. He didn't say that exactly, but that was essentially the meaning of his words. You think I'm scared of you? I have a sentient weapon, blood-lusted weapon or whatever. And it's, things are falling. The blocks are falling into place in the way that I thought they would. However, what is interesting is that to me now it doesn't seem like he's necessarily noble or that he holds these noble feelings. Not he does to an extent, but it's not to. I think some of that is really just his own conscientiousness, his own methodical nature. I think that's what it really is. It's not necessarily that he doesn't enjoy the killing. However, it's more so that he kills with purpose, like I said, and he's more methodical about how he kills. Like for example, he said there are 1,000 different ways to kill you in this moment. I'm finding the right one, and I can think of 12 ways to kill you. Up, 30. It's 30. Like those lines make him seem very. How do I say? He plans his murders. He plans his kills. He doesn't just go in there and start to wreak havoc. Whereas him, he seems like he's a planner. Uh, the one with the human, he's the planner, and the scythe is an improviser. And so essentially, that's how you can think of them. One of them is the planner. One of them is the improviser. And I find that very interesting.
Your will to live.
Again, they like in a way they kind of balance each other out. Not really, but in some aspects they balance each other out when it comes to killing in particular. Because sometimes you're gonna have to, you're just gonna have to go in there and do your thing. And sometimes, a lot of the time, for me especially, I prefer planning things before I do them. So I lean more towards Kayn's side on this, but I can see merit in both.
Musing. I smell death. Nope, it's you. You smell bad. A craftsman never blames his tools.
I will make an exception in this case. Shadows cut deep as fear. Found you, cowering in the light. How foolish. Fear the darkened blade. The blade bends to you. The shadows find everyone. You have my undivided attention. Found you.
Set me free. Drive me into the flesh. Kill them all. From the shadow comes the slaughter. Time to reap. Every slaughter has humble beginnings. Never underestimate hatred. Feed me more lives.
Another target.
More.
They're next.
Don't wait. Slay. Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
They are worthy.
To die? Yes.
Interesting.
No escape. Fear this.
Yes. Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, I do like this. Every kill fuels my fury. Yes. Slaughter. Just like that, and the world will be yours to destroy. Tenacity versus fury. Fury always wins. Why murder one when you can slaughter many? Triumph is built on a foundation of death. The strong fall so quickly to my blade. The only way to kill. These are the strong, pathetic. Worthless foes mock my presence. Those who seek balance find only death. Balance is weakness. This is but a taste of my wrath.
Interesting.
With each kill, the shadows grow deeper. Death, delivered with precision, is true power. What was written in shadow, now in flesh. Death finds fools quickly. Cowards hide, but never escape. Fear is your shadow. You are cloaked in it. The shadows are my realm, and your grave. Shadows are a shallow grave. Facing me was a mistake. That was your destiny. To die. Those seeking balance will find death. Even Zed would be impressed. Hush. You let me in. So foolish.
Ripped out. That's one to remember.
This is power.
Disgusting. I love it.
Too late.
I'm impressed.
That was for Zed. Merely the first to die. There will be more.
Oh, that felt good. You never forget your first kill. Nope, that's not right. I've already forgotten it.
That's 4 by my count.
Stand back. Kayn doesn't know how deadly this thing gets.
You wanted mercy? Not from me!
Where are the worthy?
My potential has been realized.
The reaping has begun.
This will very much upset the balance. A match made in shadow.
Aren't I enough? Well, you know what you want. Not my first choice, but okay. You're making me jealous. Good choice. Pairs nicely with wrath and fury.
For those who cannot see in the dark, let there be sight.
Done. Now can we continue the bloodbath?
Sight. A pitiful crutch for the weak. Darkness falls.
These trinkets only annoy me.
The fight will continue.
But there's still so much to kill. Retreat.
Do not question me or my motives.
The weak run. Stay and fight.
Did such foolishness lead to your imprisonment?
Well, the story of Kayn. I might just watch that, I'm not gonna lie. That is very interesting. What I mean by that is that, wow, that is very interesting. They are, like I said, to a certain extent they do balance each other out. However, I can also see them bringing out the worst in each other in certain instances. They both. It seems like the scythe is corrupting Kayn to a certain degree. I'm not sure to what degree just yet, but it seems like it's corrupting him. Kayn seems to have a darker personality than what you would typically expect anyway, and the scythe only seems to be fanning the flames when it comes to that. He talks about shadow and darkness, and that those might just be his abilities. He might use abilities that revolve around shadows and darkness. Maybe he's a ninja or something, or he's trained to be a ninja or something. And that's very interesting. These two have an interesting dynamic. These two have like an interesting relationship. I can't wait to see more. I'll certainly react to more videos, and if you guys would like it, I could also do a reaction video on Kayn's lore. I'm gonna do a reaction video on Arcane soon, on the trailer. I mean, but yeah, that was my reaction to Kayn, the Shadow. What was it? The Shadow Reaper. His voice lines, anyway. Um, yeah, I'll see all of you in the next video. Not that there is any of you here right now, but yeah. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. by the end of the year, I want at least like maybe 10,000, maybe 1,000, not even 10,000. I'll be lucky if I can get 1,000 by the end of the year. Well, not the end of the year. It's already too late. It's kind of like a few months left until the end of the year. So maybe, nah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.